Welcome back to the Chronicles of the African Girl. I'm glad to be back again. So today we'll be taking chapter 14 and verse 6. There are curses dressed up like prayers. So be wise not to be cursed, thinking that they are praying for you. That is the secret. When someone has made his or herself a god, stating words like, I draw back my grace. Draw back which grace? Do you have a grace? The grace of God is a direct thing from God. And it comes only when you have a direct connection from God. It is a one-on-one thing between you and God, not man. Man's grace cannot cover another man. They can plead on your behalf for a particular thing, but they cannot sustain the grace for you. And I will be hearing people saying, I drag back my grace. As if they are actually the one that gave you life, when even them themselves can't give life to themselves. So don't be deceived. Know when someone is actually praying for you from the depth of their heart. And also, be very sensitive and wise to also know when they are cursing you as if they are praying for you. People go to altars when they are vexed to say, I pray for him, I prayed for her, and she got this contract. And now he or she has refused to do the needful. As if it's ownership mentality. As if it's an entitlement. No, it's not true. There is a place for a spiritual head. And there is also a place for the individual that wants that miracle. In fact, it is more from the individual that wants the grace from God than it is from the spiritual head. That is what people are missing out. So they now fine-tune the cause as if they are praying for you because they are angry with you. Why? The person that is saying they draw back their grace, you that is not having a title might even have grace more than that person because you depend on the only true God which is in heaven. But you may not know what they depend on. So which is better? Is it not best you have the connection directly with God and know where you stand? The secret about this message today is that you should be able to be sensitive to know when someone is actually praying for you or when someone is beginning to lay curses on you. And verse 7 says that there is a law of seed and harvest. Once you as a human understand this principle very well, you will grow. I mean, you will really grow from lack to abundance. From being stagnant to independence. For you must know that the height of your harvest does not come from the size of your field, but it comes from the level of what you're putting into that field. I mean, it comes from the much you are investing into that field. If a man has one plot of land and is investing so much into that one plot, he will have much results than a man that has an acre of land but does not invest into his property. So the amount of the field or the amount of the land does not truly matter. But what matters is the much needed investment you are putting into that land. But what will be more preferable is even when you have more lands and you're investing more into those acres of land, because the harvest will be much more higher than someone with one plot of land that invested. So the light there is getting the land is good, but investing more into that land is more preferable. And that land can be likened to be you as a human. That land can be everything about your fulfillment. It can either be spiritual, which is you, or a physical land, which you can also pour into and invest in it for tomorrow. That is wisdom. So this is where we're wrapping it up on the Chronicles of the African Girl. The Chronicles of the African Girl is every Sundays and Mondays. It doesn't stop the African Girls Knowledge School. The African Girls Knowledge School is still on for more deep secrets. You can share this message as a way of spreading love and light to others, because knowledge is light. So do well to share, subscribe, or follow us for more. I mean for more knowledge. I am Belema Afiesimama, the teacher of light.